I hope you guys are ready to revolutionize the way you look at your goals. On the Helpful Dreams channel, we are going to be finishing up the year stronger than ever and providing hard-to-find content that will take you to the farthest reaches of achievement. In this video, we will be reading from Brian Tracy's little book of goal-setting secrets. Sit back, relax, and prepare to expand your consciousness. What is it that you want most in life? All top performers in every field have a very good idea where they are going to be financially in the years to come. Take a look at your job today and ask yourself, is this the kind of job that I want to have for the rest of my life? If it is not, what is the kind of job that you want? You can have anything you want, but you cannot hit a target that you can't see. What do you want to be doing in 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5 years? Where do you want to be next year and the year after? What sort of progress do you want to make? What kind of lifestyle do you want to have? What kind of relationships do you want? Most of all, how badly do you want them? Because that's going to determine more than anything else whether or not you accomplish them. You can have anything you want in life if you want it badly enough and are willing to pay the price. The rules regarding the price of success are simple. There's just 2 of them. Number 1 is you always have to pay the full price for success. And number 2 is you always have to pay this price in advance. Here are some key points on goals. The first key point is that your ability to set goals and to make plans for their accomplishment is the master skill of success. The development of this skill requires continual practice and serious personal work, something that only the top 5% will discipline themselves to do. Setting goals is hard. Setting goals requires delaying gratification. Setting goals means taking some time aside, sitting down, and really thinking through what it is you want in each area of your life. Because this is difficult, most people won't do it. Number 2, your goals must be congruent with your basic values. Your self-esteem comes from engaging in activities and working toward goals that are consistent with what you believe to be good and right and important. Take some time to think through what you believe in and then structure your goals in harmony with your innermost convictions. What are your basic values in life? What would you live for? What would you fight for? What would you sacrifice for? What would you die for? What are the most important things to you in life, and are your daily activities congruent with those values? One of the things that I have found is that if you are in a job that is right for you, you will feel good about it. And if you're in a job that's wrong for you, you will feel uncomfortable about it. Now, one of the things that I found when I was younger is that sometimes I would be in a job that I hated, yet everybody around me thought it was a great job. And the reason for that, as I learned, is that for them and their values, it was the ideal job. But for me, it was the wrong job. If you are not excited or fulfilled in your job, then you should get out of it, and you should get out of it quickly, because it is the surest way to fail in life. One of the things we know about high-achieving men and women is that they are very clear about what it is they believe in. And one of the things that we know about underachievers and failures is that they are very vague. Because when you know what your values are, then it's quite easy for you to make the critical decisions in your life. But if you don't know what your values are, then you will toss with the wind and you will go whichever way the wind blows. Number 3 is that your goals must be in writing. You should describe them in clear, specific, vivid language in every detail, as though you are ordering something to be manufactured for you. Writing down your goals programs them into the subconscious mind. Most people will say, I don't need to write my goals because I know what they are. And this to me is the mark of the true loser. Because if you cannot write your goals down clearly and describe them, it means one of 2 things. Either you don't know what they are, or you are not committed to accomplishing them. I found that many people fear failure. And because they fear failure, they never write the goals down, because then they can't be accused of having failed. So if you don't have your goals in writing, the very next thing you should do after listening to this video is sit down, take a pad of paper, and write out everything that you want to accomplish in the next 3 to 5 years. Write it out as though you had no limitation at all. Many people have had the experience of sitting down on New Year's Eve and writing out their goals for the next year. Then they put the goals away for 12 months and open them up again on December 31st. They soon find that 80% of those goals have been accomplished. Just writing the goals down once programs them into the subconscious mind. Here's a suggestion. Take and rewrite your major goals every single morning, just as though if you were traveling. You would take a look at your roadmap every single morning before you started out. Sit down and rewrite your major goals. Write them down briefly and write them down as though they were already accomplished. I earn $150,000 a year. I weigh 175 pounds. I am an excellent salesperson. Or whatever your goal or objective is. But write it out in the present tense as though you have already accomplished them. Every time you write it down, you reprogram it into the subconscious mind. If you will do that for the next 30 days, you will make more progress in the next 30 days than you made in the last 6 months. You'll be astonished, and the reason why this works is that every time you write it down, you increase the intensity of vibration going out of your mind into the world. This law of attraction will then attract back into your life the people and circumstances that will assist you to accomplish those goals. And as you write and rewrite the goals, you will find that your description of your major goals changes. It changes and becomes sharper and clearer and more vivid, and sometimes the goals that you wrote down at the beginning of the month will be different at the end of the month. The fourth step in goal setting is that you must have a major definite purpose, one goal that is more important than any other. You can have many different goals, but you must have one goal which is number one. And many people ask me this question. They say, "Can I have two major definite purposes?" The answer to that is no. A double-minded man's unstable in all his ways. And what it means is if you try to do two things at once, or you have two goals with equal priority, you will end up doing neither, and doing neither of them very well. The way you choose your major definite purpose is once you have listed all your goals. You then ask yourself which is the one major goal that is top priority, the accomplishment of which would move you more rapidly toward the accomplishment of all your other goals. Whichever goal would have the greatest positive impact on every other area of your life. Set that as your major definite purpose. The failure to select a major definite purpose and to make plans for its accomplishment leads to aimlessness and drift and unhappiness and confusion and low self-esteem. Remember, your major definite purpose must be measurable. You can have a variety of different goals, but your number one goal must be measurable. You must be able to quantify it. Along with the fourth step, you must know why you want to achieve your goal. How will you benefit personally? We found that if there is one or two reasons for achieving a goal, you'll have little reason to achieve it. However, if you have 5 or 10 reasons, you will have more motivation. But if you have 50 reasons for achieving a particular goal, you'll have so much motivation that nothing will be able to stop you. Jim Rohn says it very well. He said people have no lack of goals. What they have is a lack of reasons. And we've seen this over and over again. Everybody wants to be rich. But if you ask why, most people don't have the slightest idea. Goal setting point number 5. If you don't have a major definite purpose, make it your number one goal to find your major definite purpose. If you look for it, you will find it. In the Bible, it says, "Seek and ye shall find." It does not say seek and occasionally you will find. Many people start off without a major definite purpose. As a matter of fact, 95% of the population does not have the slightest idea what their central purpose is. So if you start off and you do not have a major definite purpose, don't worry about it. It means that you are exactly the same as everybody else. Make it your major goal to find it and keep persisting. Keep thinking. Keep reflecting. Keep reviewing what it is that you could be. Your major definite purpose. I promise you will find it. And when you find it, it's like your whole life goes into overdrive. Make it the most important single goal of your life, to find out what it is that you should be doing. Goal setting point number 6 is make detailed plans to achieve your goals and break your plans down into monthly, weekly, and daily activities. Always define your goals in terms of the activities you will have to engage in to achieve them. Do something extra every day to move you towards your most important goals. Remember, daily progress boosts self-esteem and self-confidence. The true winning feeling comes from that sensation that we are making progress every single day toward accomplishing something that is important to us. Goal setting point number 7 is remember that goal setting is the process of moving from where you are to where you want to be. It is simple, straightforward, and effective. The more you practice setting clear goals, the better you get. When you become an expert at setting goals and making plans, your success is assured. Even a master builder, the finest craftsman that you could find with the finest materials and the finest piece of land in the city, could not build you a good home without a blueprint. But even an average craftsman, if he had a good enough plan, could build you an excellent home. So even if you are extremely intelligent, very capable and talented, without a goal, you will not be able to construct a great life. As I said before, you'll have to spend the rest of your life working for people who have clear, specific goals. Remember, the more you repeat them, the more you think about them, the more you visualize them, the more rapidly you come to believe that you are capable of accomplishing them. And once you believe that you are capable of accomplishing them, nothing in the world can stop you. It is important to bask in that winning feeling that boosts your self-esteem and improves your performance. This is why all winners are goal-centered, because each time you take a step toward accomplishing something that's important to you, each time you feel like a winner, your self-esteem goes up. Each time your self-esteem goes up, you feel energy and enthusiasm that causes you to try more things, to try other things, to hurl yourself into achieving more of the goals that are possible for you. Goals are the fuel in the furnace of achievement. The more goals you have, the more excited you are about life, the more progress you make. Imagine that you are like a steam engine, and as a steam engine is motivated or driven by fuel in the furnace, the more goals you have, the more excited and positive and driven you become. Remember, Happiness is the progressive realization of a worthy goal. It is the key to a positive mental attitude. A major reason for failure, unhappiness, and frustration is a lack of meaning and purpose in life. In my estimation, 80 to 90% of the people who are in hospitals and clinics in America are there because they have no sense of meaning and purpose in life. Most of the unhappiness in our society comes from people who do not know where they're going. And because they lack that sense of inner worth, that sense of central purpose, they become angry and frustrated and alienated and hostile, and they take it out with drugs and alcohol and negativity. But if you force yourself to think only about what you want for just 21 days, the same period of time that it takes for a chicken to hatch an egg, you will lay down a new positive habit pattern that will stay with you throughout the rest of your life. The surest way to overcome fears of failure, self-doubt, and lack of confidence is to make daily progress towards your major goals. Remember, nothing succeeds like success. We all have fears of failure. We all are afraid of risk. We're all afraid of loss. But we have to make a habit of confronting those fears of failure and continue moving forward. Even one little step minimizes the feeling of failure and increases the feeling of excitement. Nothing succeeds like success. That is why successful people are those who make a habit of success. They start from the same background of limitation and underachievement that everybody else starts from. But then they make a habit of succeeding, so it reaches the point that no matter what happens in their external world, whether their companies go broke or the economy changes or they lose all of their money, once they've made a mental habit of success, they can always repeat it. Your most vital task is to learn how to set and achieve one major goal. This is critically important that you sit down, determine your major definite purpose, make a plan for its accomplishment, and then go to work on achieving that one goal. What you need is one major accomplishment, one accomplishment of something that is really important to you. Once you've done that, this success will be accepted by your subconscious mind as a success pattern, a habit of success, and you will have programmed yourself to repeat it. This is why successful people go from one success to the other. They programmed their subconscious mind with a success pattern, and then the subconscious drives them. Almost without conscious effort, your subconscious will work to make your words and actions fit a pattern consistent with your previous success. That's why nothing succeeds like success. This is the key. Learn to succeed by succeeding and laying down a habit of success, which can only be accomplished by achieving challenging, worthwhile goals. Remember, write your goals down and organize them in order of priority. Select your major definite purpose. Make a plan for its accomplishment. Define the plan in terms of activities, and get to work right away. Do something extra every day to move you toward your goal, and your success is virtually assured. We hope you enjoyed this reading of Brian Tracy's Little Book of Goal-Setting Secrets. Subscribe to the Helpful Dreams channel for more revolutionary content, and we will see you in the next one.